What if you could have a heavy-duty truck, a supercar, and a luxury sedan all in one single vehicle? Today, we're diving into the 2025 Qvia Vvorratak S-Class, a machine that's trying to be, well, everything. The big question is, can one vehicle really master so many completely different worlds?
Okay, let's just stop and think about this for a second, because this one line from the spec sheet is wildly ambitious. You're talking about taking the raw, in-your-face power of a muscle car, blending it with the silent, obsessive build quality of a luxury icon, and then adding the razor-sharp handling of a German sports sedan. That's not just a goal, that's a mission statement. So, to pull off something that crazy, the designers had to solve a pretty fundamental conflict that's baked right into the Vvorratak's DNA. On one side of the coin, you've got a legit workhorse, built for tough jobs and serious utility. We're talking real-world, get-it-done capability. But then you flip it over, and it's got the heart and soul of a high-performance sports car, engineered to give you a thrill on the pavement. It's an automotive paradox on four wheels. Before we even get to the crazy speed, let's just focus on the raw utility. This isn't for show. We're talking a 13,500-pound towing capacity. That's right up there with some serious heavy-duty trucks. Throw in a payload capacity over a ton and built-in 240-volt power outlets in the bed, and what you've got is a genuine mobile worksite that just happens to have a supercar engine.
So how in the world do you power a beast like this? Well, let's pop the hood, because this is where things get really interesting. This is where the magic, and maybe the madness, truly begins.
It's a plug-in hybrid, a PHEV. But forget everything you think you know about hybrids being just for saving gas. This is different. This system takes a massive 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 and pairs it with two powerful electric motors. The whole point here isn't just about efficiency. It's about getting the absolute best of both worlds. Instant, neck-snapping electric torque off the line, and that screaming V8 power at the top end.
And what does that wild combination get you? How about a staggering 780 horsepower total? Just let that number sink in for a second. That's more power than you'll find in a lot of dedicated supercars.
And then there's the torque. We're talking an earth-shattering 900 pound-feet of it. That's the stuff that literally pins you to your seat. The raw force that gets this massive machine moving with, frankly, shocking speed.
Put it all together, and this massive machine rockets from 0 to 60 in just 3.9 seconds. I mean, that's proper sports car territory, in a vehicle that can also tow over 6 tons. It's just nuts. But here's the crazy part. It's got this totally different side. Thanks to its big battery, you can drive around for about 32 miles in complete silence, all electric. You could do your daily commute, run errands, all without burning a single drop of gas.
Okay, so you have all this insane power, but the real trick, the real engineering marvel, is making that power work everywhere, from a smooth racetrack to a rocky mountain trail. That's the real challenge.
And the secret sauce to all this versatility? It's the adaptive air suspension. Think of it as the brain of the operation. It's a computer-controlled system that can completely change the truck's character on the fly, adjusting its stiffness and its actual ride height.
So what does that actually mean? Well, it means this truck has a total height adjustment of 3.5 inches. It can slam itself down low in track mode to slice through the air, ride at a normal height for just cruising around town, or lift itself way up to crawl over some serious obstacles off-road.
And believe me, this isn't just for show. When it's jacked all the way up, you get a massive 12.5 inches of ground clearance. It's got the real hardware too, locking differentials, skid plates, even underbody cameras so you don't smash the expensive bits. It's a full-on toolkit for tackling the trail.
All right, let's move inside. Because the goal here was to create a command center, a luxury bubble that makes you forget whether you're flying down the highway or climbing up a mountain.
And they really went all out. You're surrounded by top-shelf materials, Napa leather, real wood, genuine carbon fiber. But it's the tech that's just as impressive, with things like biometric scanners that know who you are the moment you sit down and set everything to your liking.
The dashboard is just wow. It's basically a wall of screens. You've got this huge 14.9-inch curved display in the middle, another 12.3-inch screen just for the driver, and then this incredible augmented reality head-up display that paints directions right onto the road in front of you. It even has level 3 hands-free driving on certain highways.
So a vehicle that promises to be the best at, well, everything, you know it's not going to be cheap. Let's talk about the price tag for this kind of contradiction.
The S-Class Coastal Edition we've been looking at, it starts at over $220,000 US. I mean, for that kind of money, you could buy a Porsche 911 and a luxury SUV and a work truck. This thing is supposed to be all three of those rolled into one.
And check this out, where you buy it makes a huge difference. Because of different taxes and logistics, the price can swing by almost 20 grand depending on the region. That's a pretty big gap.
So, all of this brings us right back to where we started. What is this thing really? After looking at the insane performance, the real utility, the high-tech luxury, and that jaw-dropping price tag, what's the verdict? It really is an attempt to be everything to everyone. It's a quiet, comfortable luxury cruiser 1 minute, a screaming muscle truck the next, and a legit off-road tool the minute after that. It wears a lot of hats. So what's the final takeaway here? The Qhiyarra Vvorratak proves it's technically possible to build one vehicle that's a masterpiece of contradictions. It's not just a jack of all trades, it seems to be a master of them all, somehow. But the real question, the $200,000 question, isn't whether it can do everything, it's who out there actually needs it to.